Hello everyone! Today I would like to share some background information, especially with my non-German viewers, about a certain number and its meaning. I guess that most of my German viewers with an addiction to knives are familiar with this topic. I hope this doesn't get too boring, but if you're into knives, you have probably noticed that some Böker knives have the number 42 in their names. For example, there is the regular turbine model, but there's also a model called turbine 42. The same with the smaller turbines. There is the turbine 2 standard and there is the turbine 2 42. Then we've got the Böker Plus Trans and we've also got the Böker Plus Trans 42. And finally, there is the Böker Plus Subcom and there is the Böker Plus Subcom 42. Every once in a while the question pops up if there is any meaning to this number. A few days ago I saw this question on bladeforums.com again. So what's it all about? Almost everybody knows about the number 42 in this book, The Restaurant at the End of the Universe by Douglas Adams. Unfortunately, Böker does not allude to this famous book. Maybe this 42 thing has to do with this remarkable German novel titled 42. No, I'm afraid it doesn't. In fact, the number 42 is alluding to the German weapon law and its infamous Article 42a. This regulation has been in place since April 2008. And there has been an ongoing debate on the pros and cons since then. I'm not going to rant about this law. I just want to give you the very basic facts. What this Article 42a basically says is it is forbidden to carry knives with a one-hand locking blade or fixed blades with a blade length over 12 centimeters. Let's start with the last part on fixed blades because this is a no-brainer. As long as the blade length is not over 12 centimeters, you are allowed to carry a fixed blade knife in public. Now for the folding knives, this part is a little tricky. If the knife can be opened with one hand and if it has got some kind of locking mechanism, then you are not allowed to carry it. It's important to understand that this proscription is based on two things. First, the one-hand opening operation, and second, the locking blade. In other words, if the knife has got a liner lock, for example, but can only be opened with two hands, then this knife conforms with the German weapon law. Of course, this is a very controversial issue, because with some training you can almost open any folding knife with one hand, even if it was designed to be opened with two hands. A good example is this one here. The Excalibur II comes with a nail nick, and you normally would open it like this, with two hands, right? But you could also open it like this. The other and less controversial option is the knife can be opened with one hand, but doesn't come with a locking mechanism. And this is where the Böker knife models with the number 42 come into play. The turbine 42, the trans 42 and the subcom 42 are slip joints. The blade doesn't lock. It's just inhibited by a detent ball. By the way, I'm going to do a separate video with a comparison between the subcom and the subcom 42 to demonstrate this in more detail. The same logic applies to Spyderco's UK penknives. They can be opened with one hand, but the blade doesn't lock either. It's also a slip joint. Alright, this was just a little background information on the legal situation here in Germany concerning knives as of September 2010. Now you know what the number 42 means, at least in the German knife community. I hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.